Some individuals observe what we do and pick up knowledge from us, teaching us how to do things differently based on what works for them. Because they are inattentive and have a domineering attitude, these people frequently think of themselves as superior to others. While Sigma empaths are always willing to learn new things, there are times when others who attempt to control them annoy them. And these are the outcomes of attempts to regulate them. 10. They start acting more confidently. Others may see a Sigma empath's mild demeanor as a sign of weakness, but in reality, these individuals exhibit aggressive conduct, particularly when others attempt to dominate them. Being upfront and honest with people without attempting to make them feel terrible is what it means to be forceful, not being impolite. Open communication may reduce conflict, boost confidence, and improve relationships both personally and professionally. To avoid being taken advantage of by others, everyone may learn to be more forceful. In addition, rather than just following the crowd, Sigma empaths want others to perceive them as someone who takes strong stands. This aids in their ability to set boundaries with others and comprehend a variety of actions. People will thus assume that you're easily manipulated if you lack assertiveness. 9. People will be rejected by them. Sigma empaths consistently reject individuals, especially if they propose anything they disagree with, rather than projecting the image of a kind person who constantly agrees with what everyone says. They think that in order to prevent others from controlling them in their places in life, they must be able to express their opinions and make decisions for themselves. For Sigma empaths, saying no is sometimes the ideal course of action because it is their method of appropriately denying requests, rather than caving into their desires. To maintain one's independence and personal space, one must reject others. You are not a bad person because you don't care about what other people want. Actually, it's a means of imparting to others the value of accepting individuals for who they are without taking offense at their decisions. 8. They exhibit dominance. Simple and modest by nature, Sigma empaths don't want to boast about their easy abilities. However, Sigma empaths begin to display their superiority to the point where they might appear really threatening when someone becomes overly domineering and manipulative. Since empaths dislike being treated unfairly, their major objective is to warn others not to mess with them. They prefer to give out good energy and don't want to take in bad energy from others because it wears them out. Furthermore, displaying superiority demonstrates to others that Sigma empaths are knowledgeable individuals who are independent of the pointless opinions of others. The idea of individual psychology states that an attempt to overcome inferiority, that is, a determined endeavor to increase one's knowledge and skills in order to prevent others from viewing one as less than human, sets off superiority. 7. They express their dislike for it by their gesture. Sigma empaths don't inform controllers outright. Instead, they convey their dislike of control by nonverbal cues like lack of excitement or delight when doing a task. Sigma empaths purposefully make these unpleasant gestures so that the person in charge of them feels self-conscious. In fact, Sigma empaths are aware that closed or negative body language can undermine their credibility and influence. They are aware that their body language is making them far less successful, and that others may be hurt or offended by it. They feel that folks who are too controlling to them should be that way, thus they don't really care if they offend them. You heard correctly. When Sigma empaths feel threatened or provoked, they may also be negative ones. 6. They put themselves apart. In addition to giving others the impression that they don't want to be dominated, Sigma empaths take the initiative to put distance between them. Sigma empaths are well aware that they stop receiving the desired response from those who try to influence them as soon as they separate from them. Once they understand that Sigma empaths are no longer of interest to them, these individuals will most likely move on to something simpler to target. Empaths can fool manipulators into believing their tactics are ineffective by ignoring them. Furthermore, Sigma empaths live by the motto that they will not back down from challenges they just cannot handle. Indeed, they don't feel sorry for individuals they dislike because they don't want to pretend to be someone they're not when it comes to their feelings about a certain circumstance or individual. 5. They erect more robust borders. For the sake of their sanity, tougher boundaries must be built so that no one can dominate Sigma empaths. Boundaries give Sigma empaths a sense of control since they can restrict the amount of outside interference in their lives. Additionally, it serves as a means for them to express their preferences for treatment and the behaviors they find objectionable in that individual. They get a healthy sense of peace of mind in this way, all without worrying about how to achieve their own independence. In addition, boundaries deter manipulators from invading as they sense the strong will of Sigma empaths pushing them away. Boundaries are crucial for leading a healthy life that allows you to achieve your goals. Have you ever observed that you grow strong and independent when you maintain your boundaries? 4. They don't like people's drama. It is pointless to get hung up on other people's drama, particularly if you want to develop and mature. These dramas that other people create are very devious since they may also be used as a tool for manipulation, in which the goal is to instill a sense of guilt in Sigma empaths, making them feel obligated to submit to others' control. But since Sigma empaths are astute observers of people's intentions and attitudes, they are able to quickly pass on drama that isn't worth hearing. Dramas are typically used by manipulative persons to elicit sympathy from others in order to eventually ask for a favor or exert control over the subject of their conversation. Despite their seeming realism, these dramas are not genuine. Fortunately, these theatrical and deceptive people may potentially drain the energy and cause unpleasant emotions to fluctuate, so Sigma empaths prefer not to spend time or empathy with them. 3. They turn their knowledge against them. A Sigma empath utilizes their knowledge to demonstrate that they are not weak, and that they are capable of managing their own lives better than anybody else when others try to take advantage of their entitlements. Without wanting to come off as arrogant, Sigma empaths find that it is easier to win the respect of others who are unaware of their abilities when they utilize their knowledge. For Sigma empaths, making decisions about your life and the lives of those around you requires a great deal of intellect. It only shows that you are capable of making informed decisions. It does not imply that you would boast about your accomplishments. People will look upon you in this way and become humble. Have you observed that individuals would continue to try to win your trust if they know you are intelligent? Some may take advantage of it, while others will make friends with you in an attempt to fit in with you. 2. They object to being employed. By observing a person's actions and motions, Sigma empaths are able to deduce their intentions. Since they are able to see and feel energy, empaths are very sensitive to them and are able to discern between those they should trust and who not. They refuse to befriend those who want to use them for their personal gain since they dislike those individuals when it comes to friendship. Authentic companionship is what they desire instead of companions that come along just when they are in need. These people have the ability to pretend to be in a relationship in order to deceive or dominate someone. Once more, though, Sigma empaths are difficult to govern since they are self-aware and autonomous. 1. They start to lead themselves. When Sigma empaths become weary of trying to comprehend others, they release their innate capacity to live their life independently of other people or social conventions. They want the freedom to please themselves and do the things that make them feel amazing on the inside, so they start to ignore what other people are saying. Self-leadership is essential for Sigma empaths because it gives their acts more vigor and passion. Because of this, empaths are more likely to consistently give their best work while acting voluntarily, and to do so consistently. Since Sigma empaths are capable of taking care of themselves and making the proper decisions, they are very autonomous and don't want other people to dominate them. They are open to suggestions, but they prefer not to be coerced into doing anything. Being human, Sigma empaths become impatient if people constantly divert them from their contented existence. Would you consent to being under the influence of others if you were a Sigma empath?